Hi you all and welcome to Draw Along with me. Today we will be designing a super cute character with an adorable hat in the Procreate Dreams app for iPad. So grab your iPad and your Apple Pencil and let's get started. Click on the plus symbol. Choose whichever movie or dream you'd like. I think I will do social. Click Draw. Click on the brush tool. From the options to the left, select Painting. From the options to the right, select Round Brush. Click on the numbers over here to change the background color. I will make mine darker later, but I'll start kind of lightly so I can still see the edge. Click on the color circle and select the skin color for your character, whatever you like. 2-finger tap to undo, 3-finger tap to redo. Over here, make sure that the opacity is 100 and choose the brush size that you want to work with for this part. You can grab the little gray bar to throw it up to get into flipbook mode at any point. Start with the oval or circle, whatever you prefer for your character's face. Click on the 2 squares plus symbol to add a new layer. Carry this layer above that one and click on the new layer beneath it. Change the brush size to make it smaller for the neck and ears. Click on the color circle. Choose a color that you would like for a bit of shadow or lines. Click on the 2 squares, plus symbol, tap here, clipping mask. Now whatever you draw should only show on the ears. Turn like this whenever you want or need to. Grab the flip book and throw it down. Press to drag this drawing to make it longer. We'll have to keep changing this as we go. Plus symbol to add a new track. I will make this darker here for the background color at this time. Grab the little gray bar to get back to flipbook mode. You should not see anything here, so it should be separate from your character. Click on the color circle using disc or classic. Choose the color for the ears for your project. I'll keep it white for now. So here, leave a space if you think you'd like to show some hair. And draw across the top to show the front of the hat. Draw down on both sides to show where the hat is going to have the handles for the ears. Now you can use drag and drop coloring and I'll show you what happens. You'll just have to be aware that there's going to be a funny line and you'll have to color it if it matters to you. But if you don't care, it isn't a problem. So I think the sides of my hat should go a little lower here and here. And I'll make the top up here. Oop, a little too funny. I'll have it a little flatter. Leaving lots of space here, which is why I chose social, so that the ears can pop up. Drag and drop to fill the color, and definitely change whatever looks a little funny, especially with these funny little lines left by the color drop. Press and hold the eraser to get the same brush if you would like to use the same brush to erase and to draw with. And when you like the shape for your hat, go ahead and add the down ears. Keep in mind however long you'd like them to be. I think that is actually okay for mine. Drag and drop to fill the color. And color in any of the funny edges if you want to. I'd like more of the ear to show over here, so I'm just cutting out that part. And here I've got to finish filling in these funny gaps. Click on the two squares to add, with the plus symbol, a clipping mask whenever you want to. This is all I'm going to do for mine. Feel free to do as much as you'd like. Then press here and duplicate. So now we're going to erase the ears. So get the eraser on round brush and make sure you're actually on that part. So here on this layer, use the eraser to take out, oops, with a smaller brush size and 100% opacity, take out these ears. And we're going to stand them up a little bit. Okay, so you'll see the onion skin behind. That's great. That's what we want. You can change the onion skins here. Backward is purple for me, forward is orange for me. Choose what you like, change the frames and opacity if you want. Place your finger on the screen to get the eyedropper tool or choose the color from the color circle. Then make the ears in the next pose. So it's going to go up a little bit. They sort of go up and this follows. You'll see that the pattern that we made before and need to change is going to show up. Don't worry about it right now. Just go ahead and color it in to make sure that this little funny edge isn't going to be in your picture. And same thing over here. Lift it up. Try to follow the same direction and size. Drag and drop to fill the color and use your eraser to trim it if it gets to be too big. And color in the funny edges left by the color drop. I think that that's okay for mine. You can scrub back and forth between them like this to see what's happening. Now, let's go change the pattern. Click on the two squares, the layers panel, tap here, use the eraser to take out whatever the pattern is, and you'll have to put it in where it makes sense. So I'm definitely going to go between these two and see what I think I should do. Okay, make sure you've got the color you were using for your pattern and add it back in where it should probably be with the brush tool, not the eraser. All right, once you've got it how you'd like it to be, press on it, duplicate. Now you should have 1, 2, 3. Again, click on the two squares, the layers panel. This time go ahead and use the eraser while we're here on the pattern layer and just take that out. And that way we should be able to hopefully more easily deal with it later. Click on the layers panel, tap back down here to the ears, erase the ears, and we'll put them in the third position. Pick up your color or choose it from the color circle, whatever you prefer, and we'll make the tall ears. So stick your ears kind of straight up and try to keep the base pretty close to what it should be here at the bottom. I think I'll have this one kind of bend a little bit like it wasn't super sure what it's supposed to do. Click on the Layers panel, go back to the Pattern layer, and add it back in. So I've added in some extra ones on mine as if it were like flipping a little bit over so you could see the other side. Grab the little gray bar, throw it down. Here we need to extend these to make them longer. Click on the two rectangles for timeline edit mode. Drag your pencil or finger across all of these. Press on the right side of the far right one and put your finger down with the opposite hand. Drag them out to make them as long as you think you'd like them to be. And you'll see that we need to also trim the face. Oops, but don't do that while they're selected, so click on the two rectangles to get out of that. I actually do like the speed for mine, but the only problem is I want it to go this way and then back this way. So if you'd like to do that as well, pause and follow along with me. Click over here on Dream, whatever the number is. Click on Timeline and use Ping Pong. By the way, preferences are here, and if you'd like to take a look at mine, go ahead and pause the video and see what I have if you'd like to see if anything's different between ours. I did turn off Enable Painting with Finger so that I could hopefully eliminate the extra marks that were constantly happening, and it seems to have worked for the most part. Tap Done, press play, and with that ping pong on, you should see it go back and forth. And now I think actually that my speed's just a little slow, so I will pause it, use the two rectangles, go across these three again, press on the right side, put my finger down, and go back one. Okay, now I need to press on the two rectangles and trim this one to try it. That is fine with me, and I'm ready to keep going. Feel free to pause the video whenever you need to and rewind as needed, of course. Press pause if you are following along with me, and let's go. Click on the squiggle to get back into drawing mode. Here we have the face. You can paint directly on there and just add layers if you'd like to. I'm going to keep it separate to show you how you can change things if you'd like to. So plus symbol to add track. Make sure the playhead is toward the beginning as close as it can be on this new track. Grab the little gray bar and drag up. You shouldn't see anything in here. So on this, go ahead and design the face however you'd like it to be, and I'll do the same. While designing the face, definitely click up here on the two squares to plus symbol and add a layer whenever you'd like to. You can use clipping masks on these just like before if you want to, but you don't have to. If you add a layer and it automatically clips and you do not want that, just tap here and uncheck clipping mask. Grab the flip book and throw it down. So here I have the eyes on a different track so that if I'd like to blink or wink, I can do that. If you don't want to do that, just drag it out to the end with everything else, just like we did before. I think I'll go to about here and duplicate, make this one way shorter, and I'll wink an eye. So here I'm on this new one, grabbing the flip book, and I will go ahead and erase this one and put a wink in there. So if you did that as well, for either a wink or a blink, go ahead and throw the flip book back down. Press here, copy. Press here, paste. And then extend it to the end. So play it to see how that's going. Mine looks too fast, so I'll pause. I'll click here and then I'll press here and put my finger down to extend it with free trim. Now I have to go over here and shorten that one. Much nicer. Pause. Plus symbol to add as many tracks for different pieces as you'd like. Here I'm going to add the hair and I might add a new track for the outfit, and you should do whatever you'd like to for yours. Have fun! Throw the flip book down. Extend each of these pieces how you'd like them to be. If you want hair to look like it's behind all the other pieces, plus symbol to add track, but press on this track and drag it to the bottom. All right, keep going. Okay, so that the arms are going to be in front, I will throw the flip book down. This is like the background piece for the shirt or the hoodie. Go ahead and drag this one out if you're following along with me and making something similar. Definitely play to test all of your pieces throughout so that you can undo or redo as needed. And to add the arms in front, just make sure that you tap at the top, here where the ears are, plus symbol to add track. And on this new track at the very top, you can add the arms. They'll look like they're in front of everything. Grab the little gray bar to get to flipbook mode and keep going. If at any time you'd like to just duplicate a piece to try to save time, as long as it's on its own track with nothing else, you should be able to do this. Go ahead and extend this one if you're also working on the arms. Then press on it, duplicate, press and hold, drag it up. Make sure you're on that second one. Get out of the squiggle, which is your drawing mode. Hover above it, tap on the three dots in the upper right-hand corner, flip horizontal, and now you should be able to move it. So don't touch the pink dots because that will change the scale, but instead drag outside of it. You might be able to use snapping as well, but it might not be exactly perfect because we hand drew these pieces, so you might not need to put your finger down. Go ahead and put it where you'd like it to be, and press play to make sure everything's still working. Press pause. Make sure you're back in drawing mode, so click on the squiggle. You can go into flipbook whenever you'd like to. Thank you so much for joining me here today to design this adorable character. I really hope you had fun with this one. See you next time!